Good morning, and good morning. If you need a promotional film, I can make that happen for you on the weekend. It's literally a 3 hour experience. The first hour is us filming, shooting. If you've ever played musical chairs, it'll feel a bit like that, but I promise it will be beautiful and wonderful. The last 2 hours, depending on what you select, I can do a same day edit. So we film for 1 hour and then I either, crash in a corner, or, at your office or at your place or wherever the hell it is, and literally just bash it out for 2 hours and show you the final product right then and there. So if that sounds interesting to you, go over to heywillmosley.com, get yourself a quote, and yeah, we can get started. Okay, so I'm in the mood to rant today. So this one's been on my list for a while. It's literally been on my list for maybe a month, and I thought that I was being a little what's the word? When you get something, have something, and you review it too early. You haven't given it enough time to kind of give it a full on true review. And, it's more of a first impression. So I've had AT&T's service for about 2, maybe 3 months now. I think it's going on about 3 months. I have their phone service and I also have their internet service. And I can't tell you how much I hate AT&T. Here's why. AT&T is a duopoly, or whatever it's called when there's like three, triopoly, something along those lines, where because they're such a giant and everyone goes to them, and everyone goes to Verizon and a couple other ones, they pretty much can set the rules, set the pricing, and set whatever it is they want to, and still demand it from their customers. Um, they claim the service is beautiful and perfect and amazing, but honestly, I don't think the service is any different than, say, Family Mobile, like the $60 a month plan or $30 a month plan. It's I always thought, maybe I'm losing out on something, because there'd be times when my coverage would be spotty with Family Mobile, but for the majority, it'd be pretty good. So it's like, I just need AT&T, or I just need Verizon or something along those lines. But the truth of the matter is it's just about the same. There may be a couple of variants and differences, and you can tell me all about these 5G and 4G towers and all this other BS, but or not BS, it's real stuff. But when it comes down to the reality of what I'm getting and what is happening, it's pretty much the same. So not only am I getting ripped off in price, my phone bill is roughly almost $250 a month, which is insanity, and that's got to change. We're waiting for this weird 2 month or 3 month period to clear, that they're like, oh, well, your bill's going to be higher for the first 2 months, and then after that, it's not. If I charged you something, right? If I was like, okay, hey, look, you want this, let's just say, I'm just going to give, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good example. Let's say any subscription that you have on the internet, and it's like, hey, look, actually the first 2 months we're going to charge you triple what you're supposed to get charged, and then after that we're going to charge you regular, but for no reason. Like, would you be okay with that? No. And that's how I feel about it. It's like one of those things they add on after you've signed all this stuff, all this fine print. And the customer service is garbage. Like, the people are very unhelpful. The phone that I have, I'm upset about, and this is, I can blame a lot of this on AT&T, but I can also blame a lot of it on myself. The phone I have is the iPhone XS Max, which is a great and, probably the better phone, one of the better phones you can have. uh, in today's generation, or like at this current moment in time. But it's not paid for. You know what I mean? It's like you're renting your phone. Like you don't pay for your phone for a whole another year or two or whatever the plan is. It's part of your service. And I've always had unlocked, you know, 2 or 3 generation down phones. They've always cost maybe $200 to $400. They've just been paid for, and that's it. If they get cracked or whatever, then okay, cool, no worries, whatever. I don't have to worry about like, oh, if I crack this phone that's not really paid for, what am I to do? What's gonna happen? Um, so that's just dumb on my part of deciding to uh, get the iPhone 10s because it's like the newest and latest phone. I thought it would be the perfect thing. I'm using it and I'm making it work for what I, use, but I could have easily gotten away with something, cheap, not cheaper, but, less pricey. Coming over to the internet service. The internet service is absolute BS. Here's my explanation with that. They promise you, like, if you get one of the lower, like there's like 3 plans. One's like 100 megabytes per second. Another one's like 300 megabytes per second. Another one is like 1,000 megabytes per second without like a data cap. And here is the catch. Like none of that is true. Like it's true. It's like saying that you'll get the absolute best service in one location. It's like, hey, you'll get the best service in this one place, but you can't move from this one place in your home, or else it's all gonna drop. So like if you're like literally within 5 feet, like 5-6 feet. So I have the best plan you can get, because I'm thinking, oh man, maybe I'm just don't have the best plan, or maybe I'm missing something. No. The 1,000, it's like 1,000 megabytes per second. One, you can't get 1,000 megabytes per second, period, unless it's hardwired. It's just impossible, at least at the time and moment. So that's like false advertisement. It's not clear whatsoever to anyone that, oh, you need to have this hardwired to be able to get these types of speeds. And the Wi-Fi caps off at 300 to 400 megabytes per second, which is fast, right? So you're like, okay, I'm like, okay, I can deal with this. I can make this work. This is not a problem at all. 1,000 was just nice to have. No, the 300 and to 400 megabytes per second is literally if you are right next to the router, like if you're like standing right there at it. And I don't know if you guys know like the depreciation of like sound and light and stuff like that, where the fall off is like a curve, and it's dramatic, where like you go half the other distance and it's like half the amount, and then you go another half and then it's like another half. That's kind of how the Wi-Fi is here, or at my house, where you literally go to the living room and you're getting like 80 or 100 megabyte speeds, and then you go to the bedroom and you're getting like 5 megabytes or 10 meg, like really, 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 really slow internet. And combine that with all the different devices that are going on in your household, and you can imagine. So Laura is still in love with her phone. I'm way past my honeymoon with my phone and the service and everything else. I just want to make this for anyone that is thinking about becoming another or switching to AT&T. Do not switch to AT&T. Do not switch to Verizon. Stay with something like Family Mobile or whatever the prepaid kind of services are. Like, they're good. And if you don't have money to pay the bill that month, well, it goes off, and that's fine. You turn it back on. Hey, okay, I think that's enough ranting. Hope you enjoyed this one. Yeah, don't shop AT&T. Catch you on the next one. Bye.